We're all searching for it, or people. The ones you can call when you're at the end of your rope. The ones you ask for advice in a difficult stage or deciding on which jeans to buy. The ones who you share dreams and hopes with, who get you to the gym and love your kids like their own. Motherhood was never meant to be a solitary role, and now it doesn't need to be. Here we discuss everything from our favorite kidisms to mental wellness to our best mom hacks and more. Mamas are world changers, and it's time to stop bearing that responsibility alone. So whether you're driving carpool, rocking a sleeping baby, or doing dishes, we're here for you. Welcome to the Village. Hello, and welcome to episode 9 of the Village podcast. I am your host, Missy Allred. I am super excited for this episode today. This is maybe one of my favorite things to talk about. So we're just going to dive right in. We are talking about, I call it motherhood superpowers, but really it's seeing how it's okay to not be the everything mom, that you don't have to do it all, and that we need each other. This is why we need a village. So the whole idea behind this is that you are not meant to do it all. You're not supposed to be the sports mom, the room mom, the crazy birthday and holiday mom, the outdoor adventure mom, the taking your kids to museums all the time, the constantly reading and learning mom, the music mom, the healthy homemade foods mom, the has a garden mom. You're not meant to do it all. You're not meant to do it all. And I mean, this podcast is called the Village Podcast. And part of the idea behind that is that you're supposed to have other people that are good at different things, and we all just need each other. So I want you, as we go through this, if you can, to sit and write this out, but if not, just think in your head. But I really want you to come away from this episode seeing your strengths and understanding that you don't have to do it all, and that people need you just as much as you need them. I want you to start by just asking yourself a few questions. What are the things you feel like you should do? The things that you compare yourself about to other people. So maybe in your head, I should be reading to my kids more often. I should be cooking more often, whatever those things are. Or you look at other people and you go, she's so good at taking her kids on adventures. I wish I did more of that, or I should be doing more of that. What are those shoulds or comparing things that you do? Okay. What are you good at? What do you or did you enjoy as a kid? I think sometimes as a mom, we lose ourselves a little bit and forget that we can put our personality into motherhood. I hope that's something you get out of this too, is that your kids need you. They don't need a copy of the mom up the street or of your mom or anything like that. They need you, all of you, your personality, your likes and dislikes, the things you enjoy. They need you. So what do you or did you enjoy as a kid if you haven't done anything for yourself in a while? And what would you like to try? What are the things that you're interested in? What are things that sound exciting that you've always wanted to do? And then what parts of being a mom and a homemaker, a caretaker and a homemaker, do you enjoy right now? What are the parts of your job, the parts of your relationship with your kids? What is already fun and light and things you look forward to? Okay, you should have a pretty good list now. So with this list, I want you to find the attributes or lessons that each activity has. So, for example, If some of my things were having a clean and Pinterest-worthy house, going all out on big birthday parties, playing on the floor with the kids, and home-cooked meals, what are the values underlying that? So maybe with having a clean house, you might value simplicity and stillness. You might like cleanliness, hard work, organization, order, focus, self-sufficiency, peace, refuge, beauty. Maybe home-cooked meals to you means health, hard work, creativity, simplicity, security, self-sufficiency, teaching. Maybe big birthday parties are fun, celebration, individuality, creativity, community, connection. Maybe playing on the floor is fun, connection, simplicity, play, imagination. Okay, does this make sense? I just want you to go through like what could be those underlying values in that first list you made of activities or tasks that you feel like you need to do. And then I want you to find the commonalities in that new list you made. What are the values that come up consistently? In my short little list I gave, simplicity was one that came up a lot. Health was one that came up. Fun, community, those were ones that came up multiple times. These are things you value. These are things that are important to you as a mom. And I want you to embrace those. These are your superpowers. It's not even necessarily what you're doing, but why you're doing it. I think it's awesome if you're the mom who throws the elaborate, amazing, fun birthday parties. That's so cool. Keep it up. But your superpower is why you're doing it. You're creating fun. You're creating memories for your kids. You're creating connection. You're creating creativity. These are your superpowers. And the greatest thing about this is that you can have the same values as a million other moms, but the way you use those powers looks totally different because it's catered to what you're good at and what you enjoy and what you want to be doing. So you can look at another mom. You can look at the mom who does the birthday parties and go, that is so cool that she does that. Look at these amazing things that she is instilling in her children and inviting other people into because they get to come to these amazing birthday parties. And you can see how you instill those same values in your kids in your own way. And all of a sudden, the comparison kind of goes away. All of a sudden, you can say, yeah, I don't really throw the big birthday parties, but I do this that instills those same values in my kids. And the other thing with this is when you look at other women as a community, as not competition, all of a sudden you have access to so many amazing people and skills and you get to help each other. Instead of saying, oh, she's so good at that, I wish I did that, I don't have the energy for that, maybe I should be, but I don't. You can say, okay, maybe I could get some tips on how to run a fun birthday party or go all out on the decorations. And she can come to you. Maybe you're really good at taking your kids on adventures through the week. Maybe she can benefit from that and go, oh, I would really like to get out of the house, but planning something and getting out is just really hard. And you can go, okay, we're going to this place at this time. We would love for you to come with. And all of a sudden you've created this community where you can benefit from each other and help each other and do this mom thing together instead of trying to do it alone and be everything all the time, all at once. Because it's exhausting and it's okay that you're not great at everything. Like, thank goodness. Because it would be so exhausting all the time. And I think it's great that we can put our personalities, put our strengths into motherhood. We get to teach our kids how to find their passions and find the things they're good at and be able to put that into every part of their life. We can show our kids how to still be a person, an individual, someone who has likes and dislikes and things that are really important to them that they want to pursue no matter the stage of life they are in. I really hope you took the time to write things down and find the things that are important to you within motherhood and be able to see how you are still you. Because it's so easy, like I said, to lose yourself in being a mom and all of the responsibilities and tasks that come along with being a full-time caregiver, a full-time homemaker, because it is a lot. But that doesn't mean that we have to be these robots, these lifeless people just going through the motions. Our kids need more than that, and it's okay to put ourselves into motherhood instead of losing ourselves. So I hope you have a list now of these values that are important to you within being a parent and have some ideas of how you can start implementing those values, those superpowers, and that you can see that you can still be a whole person even when your identity has shifted and has become so wrapped up in these amazing little people that we spend all day with, that you can still be you and that can be a blessing to others and you don't have to be it all the time, that you can build your village and learn to help each other. Finally, to wrap up the episode, my magic in the mundane moment this week. I actually feel like I had a few, but a really special one was just I was able to spend some one-on-one time with my daughter, my baby, which I don't get super often. Usually her brothers are running around, but I got some one-on-one time with her and she was being so silly. She's very into copying sounds and movements right now. And so we were blowing each other kisses and clapping, and she was just being so silly and giving me these cheesy little grins. And it was really special to just have this one-on-one mommy-daughter moment today. Thanks so much for listening to this week's episode. I would love to hear what you got out of this episode, the values you discovered, or things that you realize that you're really good at, that you want to put into your motherhood journey. I seriously would love to hear from you. The best way to reach me is to DM me on Instagram. I am at the Missy Allred, and I will talk to you guys next week. Thanks for joining me on this week's episode. I would love to hear your thoughts on it, so message me on Instagram at the Missy Allred. There is always room in our village, so if you enjoyed it, will you please send it to a friend or leave a rating and review? Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next episode. Thank you for being here. I'll talk to you next week.